Hey guys, so today I am camping in beautiful Seaside, Oregon, getting ready to try something brand new. I'm gonna learn how to paraglide. Several months ago, my buddy Max told me about this plan he's had forever to do a sport called paramotoring. And I had seen it before. It's basically a big fan strapped to your back with a parachute over your head, and I thought he was absolutely crazy. The more I looked into it, the more I realized, man, that looks like a lot of fun, and I've always wanted to do skydiving. So I decided that I was going to get into the sport as well. Max had signed up for a class, and I wasn't able to get into that class. So my brother and I, who also has decided that he wants to get into the sport, my brother and I have found another instructor who uses a very different method. So the whole idea here is going to show two very different ways of getting into paramotoring. Max is going to do one on his channel, Max Powell, that's going to focus strictly on paramotoring from start to finish. Mine here is going to focus on paragliding and then transition into paramotoring. So hopefully the idea is you'll be able to see two very different ways to get into the sport. So I'm looking forward to getting out of camp here. I'm in the toy hauler now, which has been really nice and comfortable. I'll show you that sometime. We're going to start out on the beach. I'm really excited to meet our instructors. I've talked to them on the phone several times. And this is probably going to be a mess. We'll see. I'm going to take you along for the adventure. So day one was pretty much all ground handling. Did a lot of running on the first day, and in fact quite a bit on the second day as well. We needed to learn how to control the glider over our heads for both launch and landing, as well as it gave us kind of the fundamentals for how to control the glider in the air. So after a while of working on the flats in the morning, we had the right wind conditions to try and launch ourselves off these dune faces somewhat.
That's exactly what we've been talking about. Awesome. Didn't that feel good?
We took a huge leap forward on day two and really stepped things up and started doing tows, which was amazing. Essentially, a truck with a big spool in the back would tow us up in the air, and we were able to release from there. At first we started pretty low altitude, about 400 to 600 feet, and gradually progressed up from there.
Alright, run. Catch car behind you, release. Good. Start that lead to the right brake. A little bit more to the right brake. Hold it there, hold it. Alright, sit flat, cross your ankle.
So this is about my fourth flight of the day, and this one was the one that I got up in the air the highest. It got up to about 1,500 feet, which was absolutely incredible. The first two or three were at about 400 to 600 feet, which was really important because 400 feet, 600 feet, those are very respectable especially for me, and hadn't gone up that high before. So I really learned to kind of get over the height factor within those first few runs. So right here I'm getting ready to release from the tow. So I'm about at my maximum altitude for this flight. And my instructor Brad is going to turn the truck, and when he does we get a little bit of slack in the line, and that's when I can release, and it's kind of the least traumatic. The amazing part here was I was pretty terrified to pull the release the first few times, and after you do it, it's this amazing feeling of peace, and you feel much more in control of the glider, and it was just a really relaxing thing. So from then on out, after the first couple, I was really looking forward to pulling that release lever.
When you get over the breakers, you can turn left and stay out over there for a little bit. Look for whales.
See any whales? See whales? Oh, maybe up here.
Moving forward in your harness as far as you can, and look straight down as possible into the water. Just check out the view. You can do this as long as you want to. When you're bored with it, you can make a left turn and come on shore. It's entirely up to you.
So with this flight, I was able to get a lot higher altitude, which allowed me to try a bunch of new things. Got to do rear riser turns and big ears, and really just get a better feel for the glider. Here, I've identified my landing zone way early, and a lot of that has to do with my inexperience and just really needing to mentally go through the steps for landing and setting up my approach. So the blue tarp is my target, and I'm flying perpendicular to the wind right now, and I'm going to do a series of figure eights to drop altitude, and I'm trying to pick a point about 45 degrees away from the actual landing spot. This one turns out pretty well. I really got a handle on landing fairly early, at least in this day. Turns out landing is one of those things that's a lot of fun for me. At this point, it's one of those challenges where I like to see how smooth or how controlled I can really come in.
You're going to land a little bit to the right of the tarp over on the right side of the windsock. That's perfect direction for a long, straight, fast final. Don't try and make the tarp. Just come on straight. Let the glider fly fast. Hands are light. Stop trying to correct it. Legs down. Just go with the flow. And flare. There you go.
Well, that about does it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I can't even describe how awesome this sport is. We had an amazing couple of days, and I cannot wait to come back. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, so we are just getting ready to pull out of camp, and but we'll be back really soon. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, check out Max's channel for another perspective on how to get into paramotoring, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.
There you go. Not yet, but now. Flare gently. Perfect. turn around, face it, or not? Perfect. Is that good for you?
That was amazing.
If you put yourself too far back, a little more to your left, a little more to your left, we're going to have to get out in front of that dune. If you need to, roll off that dune like you've been doing all the time. Got yourself a little too far back there, good learning experience. Hands high, keep running. Feel the pressure, a little bit of left brake. Look to your left, both brakes now, both brakes. Okay, good. Keep running, feel that pressure. And a little bit of right brake to make it come over this way. Take it away from any fire pits you might be running past. More right brake, slow down. And full brake both sides, if it's a good place to bring it down. And turn and face it quick. Good. I'll be right there. See if you can make it to the we'll throw this whole thing in the back of the truck.